Okay, let's just jump right into it. So already download the file. Okay, once we get the file downloaded, remember you can come over here, click downloads. You can grab the folder. Okay, so I'm going to grab the folder and I'm going to move it right to documents. From documents, then I can drag it right to my folder. Okay, so we got 3 images inside. All right, we are going to select all 3 of them and then, or I'm sorry, we're not going to do that. I'll just edit that. Okay, open up Photoshop, open, and remember, select 3 images by holding Shift. Okay, now we're not going to combine the images, we're just going to work with 3 different images, kind of do some similar stuff to them. Okay, so first things first, we are going to start with the 1D Flowers JPEG, and we are going to come over to where it says adjustments. Okay, now you see these pop-ups that come up sometimes. You are more than welcome to watch any of the pop-ups that show up if you are interested in doing so. A lot of them, I watched a bunch of them. They're very informative. They show you a whole bunch of different things that you can do. Okay, I'm going to be just kind of focusing on some very specific things. So first thing that we're going to do is we are going to select levels. Okay, so going back, we are choosing this option. Notice that once you click it, it shows up right down here. Okay, and this specifically deals, if we look on here, we have the white, grayscale, and black colors. So that is all that this is dealing with. And what we can do here is we can grab these little arrows and kind of move the bar and kind of change the way that the image looks, okay? And this is dealing with the blacks, and it is making them a little bit deeper. And kind of rule of thumb, try to get it like right when you see this histograph here kind of start going up into its like major peak of a mountain, right? Now you can of course drag it as far as you want, but notice that it makes the image look terrible and kind of ruins what we're trying to do here. So remember, most of this stuff I'm trying to teach you is just focusing on correcting images right now, okay? Do the same thing with the whites, all right? And then kind of the grayscale is kind of all the mid colors, and you can kind of see if you slide the bar, kind of how it looks and what it does. So, like just kind of find where you think the best adjustment might be, okay? And then, go back, turn off the layer, and kind of take a look, at the difference of what you just did. Okay, so once you get that done with that, we're going to move on to the next image. So something very similar here. So this is where I'm going to say pause the video, go ahead and add a levels layer and do exactly what we did in the last video. Okay, and now coming back, we're going to focus on this one. So I'm going to do... Okay, so now we're going to go back to adjustments and we are going to go find the vibrance layer. That's what I wanted to do. So we're going to find the vibrance, which is this little triangle. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the first slider bar. So this will make some of the colors pop a little bit more. And if you kind of look at it, you can kind of notice that the reds and the flowers kind of in the background are popping a little bit more and a little bit more subdued here. All right. And then kind of bringing this back. Then we can kind of take a look at saturation. And saturation will kind of affect more of the whole image. So notice how much the colors change. Okay. So kind of depending on, number one, the picture and what you're trying to do, depending on what you're trying to highlight or what you're trying to change, vibrance can work a little bit better. Okay, but maybe I'll add a little color there. Okay, so there you go. And then finally, what I'd like you to go ahead and do is just try the coloring and levels on this image and see what it does. I'm going to do it right now, but you can absolutely 100% just turn the video off and go ahead and do it yourself. Okay. Notice here that with the vibrance, this chicken pops a lot more some of the other things. Okay?